He has a letter of appointment from the Pope addressed to the Archdiocese of Kabul, which they kept secret at the Holy Father's request. You don't think he could have forged it?
Where is he now?
A cardinal in Afghanistan? It's absurd. How many Catholics are there in Afghanistan?
He was head of the Catholic mission there until his elevation.
How can we possibly ensure his safety?
Well, presumably that's why the Holy Father wanted it kept a secret. Well, it won't be in pectore now. I don't think we have any choice but to admit him.
Wait. Tell us. Are we sure that the Holy Father was entirely competent when he made this appointment?
I believe this man is legally a cardinal, Aldo, and I think he has a right to take part in the election.
Eminences, before we eat, I'd like to introduce a new member of our order whose existence was not known to any of us until only a few hours ago. This is because our brother was made a cardinal by the perfectly legitimate procedure known as creation in pectore. Welcome to our order, Vincent Benitez, Cardinal Archbishop of Kabul.
Eminence, please, would you bless our meal?
Of course. These your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty.
Eminence, please, would you bless our meal?
Infine, Cardinale Benitez. I risultati del primo scrutinio sono i seguenti.
The Holy Father's turtles. He was very fond of them. A gift from Angola.
I thought I was imagining them. I love them. They're so clever.
Well, here they keep escaping and being run over. We should go back, the evening curfew. And your health, how are you bearing up?
My health is perfect, thank you.
I only meant, have you recovered from your journey?
I have indeed.
Good. And in the Sistine, you found someone to vote for?
Yes, I voted for you. Forgive me, am I not supposed to say?
No, it's not that you... No, I'm honored, but my dear Vincent, may I call you Vincent? I'm not a serious candidate. My vocation lies in a different... After the conclave, I hope to resign as dean and then leave Rome altogether.
Why?
I've been experiencing difficulties.
With your faith?
Prayer. I only mention it to illustrate my point that I am in no way worthy to be Pope. Come. The other night, you were kind enough to say that you had voted for me. Now, I don't know if you've continued to do so, but if you have, then I must repeat my plea to you to stop.
Why?
Well, firstly, I lack the spiritual depth to be Pope. Secondly, I couldn't possibly win. A long, drawn-out conclave would be seen by the media as proof that the Church is in crisis.
You have come to ask me to vote for Cardinal Tremblay?
Yes, I have, and to urge your supporters to do the same.
Cardinal Tremblay already spoke to me about this.
No, well, I'm sure he has.
You want me to vote for a man you see as ambitious.
I do not want to see Tedesco as Pope. He would take our church back to an earlier era.
I'm sorry, but I cannot vote for a man unless I deem him the most worthy to be Pope. And for me, that is not Tremblay. It's you.
I don't want your vote!
Nevertheless, you have it.
For this, I believe.
No, Emily.
In a test.
We sisters are supposed to be invisible.
I had no knowledge.
Oh, dear God.
La iglesia no es el pasado. La iglesia es lo que hagamos en adelante.
Acceptasne electionem de te canonice factum in summum pontificem. Acceptasne electionem de te canonice factum in summum pontificem.
Acepto.
Quo nomine vis vocari?
Eminenza, Sua Santità si rifiuta di indossare.
Con permesso. May I speak to you alone?
Of course.
Signori, liberiamo la stanza.
I was waiting for you to come.
You must tell me about this treatment at the clinic in Geneva.
Must I, Dean?
Yes, you must. Within the hour, you will be the most famous man in the world. So please tell me, what is your situation?
My situation, as you put it, is the same as when I was ordained a priest and when I was made a cardinal.
But the treatment in Geneva?
There was no treatment. I considered it. I prayed for guidance and decided against it.
But what would it have been, this treatment?
It was called a laparoscopic hysterectomy. You have to understand. When I was a child, there was no way of knowing my situation was more complicated. And life in the seminary is, as you know, a very modest one. The truth is, there simply was no reason to think I was physically different from the other young men. Then, in my late 30s, I had a surgery to remove my appendix. And that was when the doctors discovered that I had a uterus and ovaries. Some would say my chromosomes would define me as being a woman, and yet I'm also, as you see me. It was a very dark time for me. I felt as if my entire life as a priest had been lived in a state of sin. Of course, I offered my resignation to the Holy Father. I flew to Rome and I told him everything.
He knew.
Yes, he knew.
And he thought it acceptable for you to continue as an ordained minister.
We considered surgery to remove the female parts of my body. But the night before I was due to fly, I realized I was mistaken. I was who I had always been. It seemed to me more of a sin to change his handiwork than to leave my body as it was.
So you are still,
I am what God made me. And perhaps it is my difference that would make me more useful. I think again of your sermon. I know what it is to exist between the world's certainty.